the Hustle Vida podcast with Jessica Jeans at thebuckshouston.com.
It's your boy B Someone here at 97.9. Shout out to Hustle Town Network.
79 The Box.
Thank you for being here.
Yeah, what's up, guys? Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
So you go by, you just Be Someone.
I go by Be Someone, yeah.
Be Someone, okay. So everybody says, okay, Be Someone, and that is the name that you have adopted since putting up the graffiti art. So let's get a little background on Be Someone. So tell me a little bit about you personally and how you got into just being a graffiti artist.
Man, my brother's always been into graffiti, and he's had a big influence on me. And I kind of just always looked at it, and I just started picking it up. I was in the, I think, 9th grade. I started writing it around,
Yeah, like tagging up your books and like notebooks.
Just tagging stuff up. And I was writing for a long time, and then there came a point where it's like, what am I writing? Like, why am I writing? It's like, what does this mean to anybody? If I paint anywhere, like, it doesn't mean anything. I used to write B-L-O-B, blob. Didn't mean anything, you know what I mean? It's just weird. So I ended up doing Be Someone. One day I just thought about it. I was like, man, I want to write that,
So Be Someone, the actual, the sentence Be Someone, that was something deliberate. It wasn't something that, just on the fly. This was like an intentional post that you were going to put up.
I guess you could say that now, because like the way it started is just I wanted to write, I wanted to put somewhere, and I wanted people to read it. And it's like ended up just converting into like it helping me look at it like I would catch every spot I'd hit, and next thing you know, it's just subconsciously in my head all the time, and I was just painting it everywhere.
Wow.
I thought it was like the dopest thing I could be doing,
Yeah, sending that inspirational message.
Yeah, so I was like, somebody's reading it, you know what I mean? I'm reading it. I'm like, everybody wants to be someone. I want to be someone. Let's do it, let's get it. And this was like my way of doing it. So
this started everywhere. It didn't initially start it at the tracks, or it did?
No, I didn't start at the tracks. Yeah, I was already tagging it for like a year before we hit the tracks. Yeah.
Oh, okay. But then you saw the tracks and you were like, wow, like you had your eye on that.
Yeah, that spot was tight. Yeah, I told my boy, hey, that's the spot right there.
All right. So I still want to talk a little bit more about the art of graffiti. So, of course, it's been around for generations and generations. It's part of the hip-hop scene, the culture itself. And, it started off, I want to say it started with dance crews that used to battle each other and, in the East Coast and things. Yeah. So has there ever been a point where you were tagging up anything for beef purposes, or has it always been about the art?
I think it's always been about the art. That's that one side that's kind of weird to me. Is like I get it. I understand why people cross over people and do stuff and stuff like that. I get it, but like that's not where I want to go. So like I think I've chose that like from the get-go. It's like I didn't want to graph bang. I didn't want to just cross people out. I wanted to put something up there. If I got crossed out, it's okay. Let's put it up again. It's like an ongoing thing. Why am I gonna go back?
Right.
It's like let's just keep going.
Right. Okay, so you were tagging to Be Someone all around the city, catching everywhere you could, and you had your eye on the tracks. Okay, so
yeah.
Did you already visualize it, just passing through there, like that would be a great spot for that?
I just thought it was gonna be a dope spot, and I don't know, it just kind of just happens at a burst, Now,
had you ever tagged anything before that on the tracks?
No, I never did the tracks until we did, Be Someone, yeah.
Okay, and so I know that it's been removed several different times. I mean, it's probably countless amount of times it's been removed. Now, has this been by other people, the city? What are your thoughts on that?
Man, like I said, it happens. I see it, I understand it, but it's like I'm not gonna sit there and put too much thought to that. It's just leave it alone. Like it is what it is. It has already happened. It's like, what is the next thing I'm gonna do?
Okay. So, I feel that. It's gotten a lot of attention. Of course, people in and out of the city. It's actually become part of the Skyscape. Yeah. I mean, it's like I've seen so many different pieces of art, whether it's a tattoo, whether it's on cars, just people everywhere just associate the bridge, Be Someone, with the city Skyscape. How does that make you feel?
That thing's amazing. Mm-hmm. It's amazing. It's like one of the best things Houston could have done for me, to embrace it, to give it love, to like push it forward. It's dope.
Yeah. It's totally dope. I mean, I remember moving here and seeing that, and I'm thinking like, how does does the city just allow that? Like, that's super cool. I came to the right city. Like, this city has flavor, like, for real, for real. Yeah. So people want to know, how do you get up there? People have questions. That's probably the number one question that I got when I asked, hey, what question should I ask someone, guy? How does he get up there? Is that something you tell people, or is that a secret?
I mean, it's not really a secret, because you just get up there and do it. It's like the way you think about it, that's the way it really is, you know? It's like you just go up there, you walk the tracks, you get up there. That's it.
So obviously you're not scared of heights, or are you? Just don't look down?
No, I don't think I'm scared of heights. I don't think I've ever been, you know, unless it's like some crazy high building. But
Yeah. But do you often climb different places? I mean, I know that's kind of, you know, what a lot of the graffiti artists or the underground scene will do. That's kind of the thing, is kind of getting up to the places where other people don't get to have your work to be seen. Is that something that you already were used to doing?
Yeah, I mean, it was just, you know that those are spots that are going to be seen. There's just no way around it. If you understand that, and then you're really in the graphic, and you like spots like that. Like, the city's a grid, and you just like it. This is the way it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, you do keep your identity private, and even now, you know, you're wearing, you know, something to cover your face. A dope cover, by the way. Dope handkerchief. Do you sell those?
No, I don't, but I should make some, right?
Right, you should. But tell me the reasoning behind that. What are some of the things, complications, obstacles that you're running into because of who you are?
Really, I've always wanted to just keep my face out of it. And until recently, I started embracing it. Like, okay, let me go out there and, you know, do what I want to do, you know? If people want to know what I'm doing, then why not? But at the same time, I don't want my face on social media. I just don't. Like, I like being a little in the back, you know?
So you don't do this for recognition, for fame?
Nah, this is out of love. This is things that I've always thought it's cool. Like, I wanted to start a clothing line. I did that, you know? It's like, I want to paint, I'll paint, you know? It's just, I have this thing that I like, art, and I want to keep contributing to the art world, and this is my way of doing it, so.
Wow, you know, and that's one thing that I was really, really impressed with and want to talk about is your branding after everything that's happened, all the attention with your piece, because it is an art piece.
Yeah, thank you.
So, you know, you've gone ahead and branched out and become an entrepreneur because of this. So tell me how that started, and, you know, what's going on with your brand.
I've always wanted to start a brand, and I thought it was like the dopest thing to create my own t-shirts, rock my own t-shirts, you know. I just thought it was cool. So I started whenever I was writing. I had already started. It was like back to back. So I just kept designing. I was painting, designing, and, you know, the bridge went wild. This, you know, is the dopest thing that could happen. And I just kept improving, because I didn't stop. You know, I just kept at it, you know, ended up, you know, now I have a brand. You know, now I'm trying to do big things. You know, now I'm trying to move forward with it. It's tight, so yeah. So
now you can, in a sense, you know, everyone can still see your art, but they can see it in different ways now.
Yeah, absolutely, you know. Yeah, I mean, the t-shirt itself is a piece of art, you know. So that's what's cool about it. It's like I can still keep creating. It's not just one thing. It's like this whole thing, you know. There's so much more out there. Why not explore as much as we can? Right.
And capitalize, if you will, on what you've already done. The attention, like you said, you're not doing it for fame, you're doing it for love. But at the same time, if you can better yourself, better your situation, and become a businessman off of your art, I mean, that's the all-in goal is to do something you love and getting paid for it.
I think that's one of the, you know, a lot of artists' goals. You know, you want to live as an artist, and if you want to live as an artist, you got to have something that's gonna back you up. You know, until you finally like blow up. Is the way it is, you know. Art is art, and nobody believes you until you're really there.
Right. You know, we talk to a lot of you know, hip hop artists, and it's kind of the same thing, because you want to be able to, you know, live off your music, and sometimes you can't just make that leap right away. But, you know, it's the same with any art. And I did want to showcase, of course, graffiti artists, and you're the guy. So, you know, people have a lot of questions, and one of the other questions that people were asking was, what other types of work or pieces do you do, and where can they find them?
I do paint on canvas. I've done some murals before. You know, if you follow me on Instagram or follow me on my website, you know, you kind of see what kind of work I'm putting out. And I'm pretty open to sharing a lot of my stuff now. Like it's pretty easy to follow what I'm doing.
So you said now, so you weren't?
No, I was pretty closed, and I didn't want a lot of people to know. And but now it's like cool. You know, I have the support. Why not? Like, thank you very much. You know, that's my way of saying thank you. Like I'm here.
Yeah.
You know.
So you say you do stuff on canvas. So is spray paint is not the only type of painting you do, or are you using different other, from pens, paints?
I try everything. I really like trying everything. I really like tools. Like art supplies is like tools to me. So I really enjoy tools. Tools are dope. So anything you can give me, pastels, oil, acrylic, anything. It doesn't matter. We can build. I graduated, from university. I did a lot of that. I explored a lot of mediums. So it's like there's not one set medium that I do. I like exploring all of it. If we're doing resin, if we're doing, like I'm telling you, it's just anything, any type of painting, any tool that I can use to create, I'm going to use it.
Yeah. So you said your brother was a big influence when it came to the graffiti.
Yeah.
But who influenced you? Well, where did that come from? Just the art in you. Like how early do you remember thinking to yourself, okay, this is what I love. I love to draw. I love to paint.
I think I was like in 6th grade, and I think about 6th grade, and I really enjoyed. It was my first art class, and shout out to Miss McCoy. Yeah, it was my first art class, and that's when I realized, like, yeah, this is dope.
So you knew you had a skill, like an eye for it, maybe more than the other kids?
I just knew that I enjoyed it.
Okay.
I knew that I enjoyed it, and I didn't want to stop doing it. So, like, that's kind of what it comes down to.
It comes down to. So, if there are any young aspiring artists that are look up to you, maybe some advice that you could give them.
Keep creating. That's like the number one thing as an artist. You keep creating. You just keep creating. You just don't stop.
Now, have you experienced any type of obstacles, being Latino or, being from Houston, or any type of obstacles that you've come across just being who you are that you've had to overcome? Yeah,
I mean, you go to your day-to-day stuff, but in reality, like, it's just all how you perceive it. If you try to find a way to perceive what your obstacles are, like, you kind of have to try to find that, silver lining or anything in the more positive side. Like, you just have to. Like, yeah, they're going to come regardless. Problems are forever. Everybody's going to have a problem. So, like, yeah, we've had a bunch of obstacles. But it's like you stray away from that. Don't think about the obstacles. Think about how you're going to solve them.
The solution.
Yeah.
There you go. So I do want to talk about a little bit about the controversy, behind the art. We all appreciate it. And, we're fighting to try to make this like a landmark in the city because it means so much. It's a positive message. And when people come in and out of the city from anywhere around the world, they see that piece of art. I'm getting chills just talking about it. But I mean, that's how impactful the message is and the art piece. And so there's been a lot of controversy. We've had, even police chiefs, go, on a press conference and talk about a lot of the negative about that. So what are your thoughts on that?
They're gonna be on their side. They're gonna have their opinion. They're gonna have what they're doing. It is what it is. Like, I'm still not gonna stop. Like, whether it's gone from there or not, we've already taken it to the next level. It's already there. It's already, like, I don't even worry about them. Like, they use it on a press conference. Yeah, they could probably be talking smack about it on a press conference or anything. But, HPD has also used it for a little campaign, They put it on billboards. They put it on stuff. So it's like, it's funny. It's funny to me. It's very controversial, It's just weird. It's just weird.
Because at some points they'll be behind it, and other points they'll
it's contradicting. Yeah, it's contradicting. It's the way it is. It's like, dude, you're gonna use it to promote the city, but yeah, if I do go up there, I'm in trouble. So it's like,
Right. So do you know of any graffiti art that has been approved by the city and that has been a landmark of anywhere?
Not that I know of.
So
I know 5 Points was considered like a landmark, But I have no like set knowledge on any monument or any statue or anything that's had to do with graffiti. Like, I'm sure there is, Because I mean, look at the world. The world's pretty big. I'm sure it's already happened.
But here in Houston, we're trying to make that happen for you.
That'd be awesome. That'd be amazing. You know.
So recently we had a big car club who shut down the entire city to have the picture with your piece.
Yeah.
So how did that make you feel?
I think it's dope. I think the whole like capturing is dope. Yeah, it's a little, dangerous here and there, but still, it's still dope. It happened.
Only in Houston.
We can't do anything about it. It happened. It is what it is, but we can embrace it. But why? Because it's dope. It shows culture. It shows, the richness of Houston. It is tight.
Yeah, and the culture of Houston reaches the entire city. I mean, the entire state of Texas, and even beyond. I'm originally from San Antonio, and we embrace the Houston culture like it's our very own, and we feel that it is because again, it's a Texas thing. So to see car clubs pulling up and they swang us, posting up in front of your piece, in front of the skyline, that made for a great photo op. I know people were mad, and it cost a lot of, and yes, I do want to say that it can be a dangerous thing, so we don't encourage anyone to go out and do this, but like you said, it was already done. It's been done. Picture was already taken. Looks great. And anything else that you want people to know about you and your art, that maybe there's misconceptions about you?
No. I mean, I don't know what people are saying. I really, I know we're out here trying to promote the best thing we can. And I say we're because, I got my boy Be Someone DJ Zema, and I got my boy, Be Someone Ace, which is my brother. And it's all three of us, we're over here pushing what we can, It's like so much good has come from what we've already done that at this point it's up.
Pushing.
It's up, yeah.
Yeah. So there's people that actually go up there, and you've said that they've done it for you. Like if it's been taken down, people have gone up there and put it back up there. But that just goes to show how important it is for the city, because if it's not up there, somebody's going to go and do it.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Do you feel some type of way? Do you feel like, well, you know what, that's great, I'm glad that they show that respect? Or do you feel like, well, let me do it when I have a chance to get back up there?
No, it's dope. I think it's tight. I think it's beyond us, At this point, it's beyond me, beyond my boys, beyond anybody. Like it's just big already. I can't describe it. Like I think it's beyond us. It really is. It's dope.
All right. So tell us a little bit about the subculture, if you could, a little bit, just to give us an insight of what goes on with the graffiti culture here in Houston.
Graffiti culture is tight. I mean, there's always gonna be people that paint. There's a lot of people that I look up to. I'm nowhere near as good as half the people here in Houston. Like, they're raw. Everybody here is good. If you see, there's some masterminds, It's dope. I got nothing but love for the graffiti community here, It's tight. I don't know what to say. They're amazing. I learn from them,
Yeah.
Even if I don't know them personally, I know what they're doing. I pay attention. It's tight.
It's great. And shouts out to the entire, subculture, graffiti culture here in Houston, beautifying a lot of the city. I see a lot of the work being done on, those electrical, green boxes that are out there, and you'll see like this great dope, mural of somebody. So we definitely love the art. We appreciate the art, and that's why we wanted to have you in here.
Thank you very
much. Graffiti, art, hip hop, it's all, it's part of hip hop. So, for you to be able to come in here, hiding your face and all, but you still made it in here to give us a little insight of what it was and what it takes, to do what you've done and the impact that you've made on the city. So I just want to thank you for you doing what you're doing, sending that positive message, and coming today on the show.
Thank you very much.
All right. Well, thank you so much for being here. And so y'all make sure y'all subscribe to the YouTube, click the little bell, and y'all stay tuned for more Hustletown Network.
Thank you.
Yo, what up? It's the infamous Tex. And if you're down with the underground, be sure to support the movement by liking the Hustletown Network on Facebook and following us on Twitter, Snapchat, and Instagram at Hustletown Net. That's right, Latino stand up.